Hello, my name is Nora, and I'm here to talk to you about my research report and what I've learned from it. The main subject of my research report is the media and how it affects the world and my everyday life. Media is all around us, and we are constantly controlled by it. When I think about the amount of time I spend on the media, it honestly shocks me. Media is everywhere. It's in magazines, books, movies, shows, websites, and it's where we consume a lot of our information. I was born in the 21st century, and I'm aware that with every new generation, there is more dependency on the media for everything. Whether it is entertainment or information consumption, we use the media for mostly everything in our lives. I have a lot of biases because of the society I was born into and who I am. I was born and raised in Ottawa, Canada. I am a third-year psychology student at the University of Ottawa. I am 20 years old. I identify as a female. I also identify as an Arab Canadian. I am a sister and a daughter. I am an athlete, and I am Muslim. My political biases are that I believe in democracy, equality, freedom of speech, and freedom of choice. These are my biases in which I view, interpret, interact, and explore the world. These biases are what makes me who I am. Some are from genetics, and the rest is from the environment in which I grew up in. When working on my research project and when doing my field reports, my field site was in the living room. I spend most of my time in the living room completing my assignments because it's very comfortable, and the atmosphere in the living room is calm. When I'm in the living room, I feel the least amount of stress. I am more likely to want to do work when I'm not feeling stressed. The context of my study has to do with how I interact with the media. Our society today has been controlled by the media, and my study talks about the impact the media has on me and how I view the world and myself. For example, on social media, you can see many movements like the Black Lives Matter movement and the Me Too movement. These movements are spreading awareness to people worldwide. The context of my study also has to do with my automatic behaviors, or habits. Later on, I will be showing you a photo of my coded chart. My coded chart will be showing you what I talk about the most in many of my field reports and many of the things that I repeatedly talk about that are a part of my automatic behaviors. For example, social media. I collected my data through social media, the news, and my experiences. I look through social media to see the kind of content that is displayed. I look through the news to witness what's happening around the world in regards with the environment and people in general. Lastly, I collected my data from my personal experiences that I had. All these different tactics in collecting my data helped me write my field reports, my research paper, and it's what's helping me create this video today. I collected my data for 10 weeks, making a field report each week. I write my field reports on the media and society. In my field reports, I talk about how some people are controlled by the media corporation and also about what society deems as normal. My report starts with small questions asking about who I am and about my personal experiences with the media, to larger questions about climate collapse and media power. I organize my data based on the instructions provided to me by my professor. I organize my writing based on my experiences and what I feel has impacted me the most. I put all my field reports in order and on a separate page to make it easier to find and code. My final coding chart looked like this. You can see by the chart that I talk about my friends and family a lot. You can also see that I talk a lot about social media. My coding chart is telling the people viewing it what I value and what I believe is important enough to talk a lot about. Some patterns that I found from my coded chart is how much I socialize with others through social media. I talk a lot about my family and friends because of how close I am with them. Social media has helped me become even closer to my family and friends, especially during the pandemic. With the pandemic, I am unable to meet many of my family members and friends in person. So social media has helped me connect with them virtually. The main findings of my media analysis is that we are controlled by the media corporation and are unable to strain from it. Many people feel lost without their phones or the media. I feel this way too because of how much time I spend on the media. We are the modern slaves to our phones. Instead of trying to take back the power, we are giving the media more power because we are so used to this kind of system, and this kind of system is easier for us. However, if we truly want to take back our power, then it's better to start now before the media corporation consumes us fully and we end up relying on the media for everything in our lives.